Welcome back, everybody, to Dirt Racing Network, our live coverage of the Dirt Slingers Racing League Monday Night Thunder CAMMUS Racing Simulator Big Block Modified Series. Round number 5 from Knoxville. And as in show number 1, we don't think any of this is going to work. It's just going to be me shooting it from the hip. I have 2 ideas of what it is. I sent a tech ticket off. I'll wait to hear back from the app manufacturer, but I also think that possibly someone who normally covers races for me has logged in on all of my stuff and is interfering because he got there first, and it's messing me up. I won't know till later tonight or sometime tomorrow on that deal, but hopefully we'll hear something back, and if that's the case, I'm going to be pretty livid about that situation. So either way, I'm leaving that up there. If that thing decides to fix itself, cool. If it doesn't, I'm sorry, guys, it probably won't work, but I'm not going to shut it off just in case it starts working. I'm able to watch everything live on my screen, so I'll do the best I can. We figured out that the lap counter actually works after a couple of laps. It resets itself, so my lap counter is not off. So thank goodness. 17 Dirt Demons in here now. All the way, man, Shane Yates has made the rarest of appearances into tonight's Big Block Modified Series. Travis Johnson, the quickest in the session at the moment at the wonderful Knoxville Speedway. Place is so cool. A lot of fun. If you get a chance to go there, I recommend you do it. We only got about 30 seconds left in the session, then it'll reset and we will move on. Yeah, we're just going to leave it. That thing's going to stay working. I am not going to shut it off. I'm going to try to let it work all night now. I don't know. Seems like it wants to catch it every once in a while, doesn't sometimes. I don't really know. The practice is over. It is time for the boys to qualify, and then we're going to chop them up. It looks like 3 heats tonight, maybe. That'll be fantastic. Get ready for our qualifying session. Bill, Randy, sorry you got to go, buddy. Wish you were racing, my friend. Wish you were racing. Drivers getting ready to get out onto the track. First one out, there's Travis Johnson. He was quickest in the warm-up session. See a bunch of the boys starting to roll out now. Scott Thomason in the house. Ryan Hines. This guy, a former series champion in this particular division at DSRL a couple of seasons ago. We'll wait to see. He should be the first to post time. He's as far along on the track as anybody. Reed Rundle now popping in there. Looks like Johnson will be first across the line. And he does go 1941. Ryan Hines best him 1936 for Hines. Rundle about to cross the line. Ryan Padgett now goes 1915. Huge jump for Padgett. Moody about 1/10 of a second behind him. Anthony Morano on track. That beautiful number 32 machine. He is 11th quick at the moment. He'll take his second lap. Adam Vinny. I just missed him. Devin Howard's out there. Adam Vinny out on the track. He's way wide in 1 and 2. I think this is his first lap here. No, he's on his second lap. He's 13th quick on his first. He is running way to the outside. Let's go watch Devin Howard. Howard stopped the car on the backstretch, so no time for him. Clay Christopherson. 14th quick. Only car's not out on the track right now is going to be Dylan DeWert as John Brunner posted a time of 1995 for 16th quick, and that looks like the end of the session for these guys. So, heat number 1, they're going to roll out. They're going to look like this. It'll be the 32 of Anthony Morano on the pole with Devin Hauer in the 316 on his outside. Wow, what a heat race. Travis Johnson, row 2 to the inside in the 25 car, and Ryan Paget, your quick qualifier for the evening. He has the outside of that second row. Scott Thomason, 6 car, inside row number 3, next to the 46 of John Brunner. I'll tell you what, this one heck of a stacked up heat race right here. Got a guy that's dominating the series on the front row, the guy that dominated the series last season on his inside. Quickest qualifier for the night on the outside of the second row, next to a former track champion and one of the quicker guys in the series week in, week out. That's the front row of probably the most stacked heat race we're going to see tonight. All right, showed them where the start line was. Let them wave to the crowd, let the crowd wave back at them. Getting them started right here out of turn number 4 this time. 3 heats. 6, a 6, and a 5 count. Cody Terry, why are you not racing in here, man? What is up? Need to get your butt back in the dirt. All right, we're waiting for Morano to get us fired off right here. Morano on the throttle, green flag in the air. Paget trying to figure out which line's going to be good, try to make a pass. He is stuck in traffic. Now goes 3 wide. Johnson on the bottom, Paget in the middle, Hauer on the top side. Those 3 bumping, grinding, trading rubber. Morano out front. Hauer grabbed a second momentarily, and now he'll have a bigger run off the top side. He'll clear Johnson for a second. Paget in 4th, trying to reel these guys back in. Brunner and Thomason, they got together turn 1, lap 1, and they are playing catch-up. Morano off the bottom of Johnson, Paget, and Hauer. I don't think this is going to end for a minute here. Paget flies by, tries to throw the slider. Johnson just goes a little taller, comes right back around. Hauer now has second all to himself, and he gets up in the fluff and almost got the fence right there. Well, you better get at it, son. Get it updated. Through turns 1 and 2. Hauer starting to reel in Morano. Morano staying married to the bottom here. Hauer's found something high, wide, and handsome on the outside. He may have the run down the front stretch to get the lead. Not that time. Paget now has 3rd away from Johnson. These 4 are broken away from the other 2. The other 2 within about a car length and a half, Brunner and Thomason, and they are fighting for 5th and 6th, putting on a good show at the back. We're coming around, white flag this time out of 4, heat number 1. Morano's led it from the drop. Can he stay in front for one more circuit? That should put him on the pole for tonight's 40-lap A main. Big run from Hauer, equals out mid backstretch. Out of turn 4, down the front stretch, final time in heat 1. Morano's going to hang on for the win. Hauer second, Paget third, Johnson fourth. Brunner will hang on for 5th, and Thomas will run 6th. So 1 in the book. 2 more heats to go. Take a look at the lineup for heat number 2. It's going to be the 39 of Scott Griffin on the pole. Next to him, the 1J of Jacob Schmutz. Shane Yates in a rare appearance in the series. In the 11 car, row 2 to the inside. Next to the 73 of Larry Moody. And our back row, newcomer to the series. He won the UMP race in his first time out with him. 51 of Clay Christopherson. And next to him, a familiar face to those that watch us regularly. Does very well in the dirt around here, especially DSRL. He drives a 20 car, Dylan DeWert. Well, I don't know about washed. I think you had to be good to be washed. And, you know, I'm not going to say anything. I'm just going to say what I say. Good a look at the Victory Fuels Aces Up Sim Sports number 39 of Scott Griffin right there. As they'll get them formed up, ready to roll. Show them down here in 3 and 4 where the start line is. Take them around one more time and cut them loose. Appreciate everybody tuning in. We are not dropping our scoring pylon. We quit working in race number 1. I don't know if it's fixed. I just know whatever's going on right now is working for me. So, hopefully, the craziness is over. All right, we're going to bring them down the back stretch, and in turns 3 and 4, Griffin and Schmutz are going to get us started. Second of 3 heat races. Eight times around for each heat race. Green flag in the air. Whoa, what a wonky start. I thought we were going to have a lot of bumping and grinding. They end up working it out 3 wide through 1 and 2 on the opening lap. Schmutz off the high side, going to grab the lead, but here comes Yates trying to work down to the inside, powers it into the corner. This group tight on top of each other for the first lap here. Moody with a good move. Cuts through traffic and goes outside in and takes over the 3rd spot from Griffin. Christopherson, the 51, kind of mired back there in behind these 2 and 3 wide battles. He is trying to work alongside DeWart right there. This is a good heat race. Couple laps in, they're all still side by side and within striking distance. One mistake from the other. Moody, the only one down in the bottom. He goes out to the middle, and he's going to keep 3rd for the time being. Whoa, he and Griffin almost touch, and Griffin catches the fence. That opens the door for DeWart. Now DeWart gets in. Oh, there's contact. Is that a caution? Nobody's fully stopped. They're all going to keep rolling. Now we've got some distance between drivers. Here comes Yates, trying to get the run down the backstretch. Get there to Schmutz and make Schmutz know 11 card right beside you, buddy. You better pedal faster, mister. Larry Moody. Good job hanging on to these guys. He is right there looking for an opening, trying to find grip. Halfway through it. Three to go this time. Battle is right here. Schmutz, Yates, and Moody, and Yates goes to the middle. Not enough there. He's going to have to get a good run down one of the straightaways, throw the slider. He went to go do it that time, and Moody had already pulled alongside. They have contact. Schmutz out front. Moody now second. Yates trying to find his way around these guys. Best heat race of the night right here, right now. Moody surges ahead momentarily. Can he hang on to it on the exit? White flag coming out this time. Larry Moody, the leader at the line. Now Moody through 1 and 2. Good run. Can he find the bite off the bottom and drive away from Schmutz? He does it. He gets into 3 and 4. First is Larry Moody going to win the heat. He's coming out of 4, and he will do just that. Heat 2 to Larry Moody. Jacob Schmutt second. Shane Yates in third. DeWert will finish in 4th, and Griffin a distant 5th. Clay Christopherson took the 51 car straight to the work area. He'll be ready for tonight's feature. See if he can put on a broom and make the sweep. Man, the other heat race was stacked with all of the names, but that heat race was the best heat race we have seen this evening. So let's get ready for heat race number 3, the final heat race of the night, the 11th of Adam Vinny, the Lumber Dude Limousine, starting on the pole, and he'll have the 14 of Josh Whiteman beside him. Bruce Jones in the 17, row 2 to the inside with Ryan Hines in the 3 car. It's actually the 25. We got to get his number first. I think I said that last week. He'll start P4. And on the back, the Lumber Dude Jack Wagon, the 43. That's Reed Rundle, finished second in tonight's UAP race. So 8 more times, final heat. They'll show them where the start line is. It is right about here. Tell them you got from there till you get to those yellow barrels right there to get us going. Next time around, that pace truck will duck right out of the way, and we'll get our final heat race going. Best heat race of the evening. See if these guys can top it right here. Got the Beards Constant boys on the inside row. Vinny on the pole. Rundle at the back. Good to see Bruce Jones regularly join in this series, these big bucks. A lot of fun to drive. A lot of fun with this group to race. Good group of guys. But the green flag is in the air. Final heat is underway. Vinny with a good launch. Going to grab the lead quickly. Side by side for second. Now Whiteman off the top side has the momentum. Here comes Hines. Hines going to go all the way up to the cushion. Can he find some bite pull alongside Josh Whiteman? Not this time. Jones to the inside again. Whiteman in the middle between Jones and Hines off the top side of 2 grabs second. Vinny still out front. Hines in second. Whiteman now fighting back on the top around the outside on Jones. Battle for the lead starting to shape up. Hines is finding some grip through the center, and he is driving right alongside Vinny on the exit. That time, Vinny able to get the car pointed forward and get a run. Here comes Hines again. The middle and the bottom of turns 1 and 2 have a lot of grip. It looks like there's a good launch pad down there. 3 and 4, you got to get it all the way up into that sticky stuff at the top. Right now, Adam Vinny doing exactly what he needs to. Hold off Ryan Hines. Now Hines gets a good run. He's all the way alongside. Just too much momentum off the top. Whiteman trying to run that same line as Hines, and he is getting away from Jones. Reed Rundle way back in the 5th spot. He's about 1 second off of this battle right here. Shaping up with another great heat battle all the way through, and now Hines through the middle. Will he go for the slider? I don't think he thinks he's cleared, but he's alongside, and Vinny once again with the run off the outside. 2 to go that time by. Vinny needs to find something here in 1 and 2. Hines gets a run. That time Vinny finds grip off the high side. Adam Vinny out in front, coming to the white flag. Ryan Hines right there. Here comes the slider. I know it's coming. So does Adam. He is going to get a run out of the top side. I don't know if it's going to be enough to get by. Yes, it is. He can hang on right here in 3 and 4. Hines is going to try to cover the line. Vinny's going to go a little wider. This may be Adam Vinny's race to win, and he does it. Heat 3 to the 11 of Adam Vinny. Ryan Hines second. Whiteman, Jones, and Rundle. Great finish. Didn't have the number of cars in the battle. I still think the last heat was a little better, but that was another awesome heat race right there. That's why this series is so good. Those guys can run that hard, that close, do it cleanly, and entertain all of you. Good look away from the track. Do not forget the rest of the week, guys. Tomorrow night, ERA. Back on the pavement we go. Hopefully everything will work fine. I don't know. We'll see. And then Thursday night, back to simrapmarket.com Mighty Midgets. Little bit more of their Summer Sizzler series. 17 guys ready to do battle for 40 laps in here. Just giving them a few minutes in the warm-up. Widen out this track a little bit. Garrett Boyd noticeably gone from the second session. He's got internet issues. Hopefully they get to his place and fix it all up tomorrow. Good zoomed in look at a couple of our regular drivers. Devin Howard's car, Travis Johnson, Anthony Morano, Bruce Jones in the 17, Scott Thomas in the 6 car. Here's Ryan Howard. Good to see Shane Yates on the track. Haven't seen him around in a minute. Shane back in action. Always a formidable opponent out on the racing circuit. Bruce Jones, the quickest of everybody in the session right now. These guys are really working hard to try to widen this thing out, push that cushion all the way to the fence. 40 laps, we should see a little top dominance, and then the bottom will come right back to them. And I think the first guy to go down there and figure out what is on the bottom is going to be the car that makes the most progress in this thing. Couple of minutes left in the session. of Josh Whiteman. Used to seeing Josh in the 24. New number, new paint. Finish line designs machine. Be wrapping up our practice session. And then we'll get them prepped and ready, lined up on the infield for 40 laps. There are 2 cautions in the UMP race in 40 laps. We'll see if we can do things a little different here at Knoxville. There goes Christopherson in the 51 machine. New to the series, but came in and made a statement in the UMPs earlier. absolutely dominated that race once he got to the front. Pretty much drove away from everybody. All right, practice session pre-feature is over. Hope the boys have worked the track out to their liking because this is what they're going to race on. We will get ready. For tonight's A main. It's going to be the 32 of Murano on the pole with the 73 of Larry Moody on his outside. The 11, Adam Vinny, row 2 to the inside next to. 316 of Devin Howard. Howard, a multi-time winner in the series already this season. The 1 of Schmutz, row 3 to the inside with the 25 of Ryan Hines on his outside. And then Ryan Padgett in the 98. And he'll start inside row number 4 next to the 11 of Shane Yates. Josh Whiteman going to start that 14 machine on the inside of the 5th row. And he'll have Travis Johnson, former series champion, next to him. Dylan DeWert, the 20, row 6 to the inside with the 17 of Bruce Jones on his outside. 46 of John Brunner is going to start the 13th spot. That's inside row number 7 with Scott Griffin in 39 on the same row outside. Reed Rundle in the 43. He starts deep in the field tonight. 8th row inside. He has a 6 of Scott Thomason next to him. And newcomer to the series, 51 of Clay Christopherson. We'll start Shotgun Charlie. That is your 17 starting vehicles for tonight's A main. They'll all roll out and get past us. We'll go back to the front. One time around, chalk mark will be shown to everybody, and then it is time for 40 laps. Big block modified Monday Night Thunder. CAMMUS Racing Simulator, Big Block Modified Series. This is the 5th of 16 races for these guys this season. All right. Green this time. Track is big and wide. We will probably see action all over it. But at the beginning, we're going to watch right at the front and see what happens in these first 3 or 4 rows right here. Pace truck out of the way. Green flag. Contact right off the bat. Vinny and Moody came together. One went to the right, one went to the left. And the only guy that paid for that was Adam Vinny. He lost about 15 spots. He is way back in 13th. I say the 15. I think he lost 11 real quick. Murano leads lap 1. Moody, then Howard's a side-by-side battle between Schmutz and Hines behind that. Looks like the outside is going to be a little quicker right now, especially on these exits. Yates is 6th. Padgett way to the outside. He is trying to take that spot away by riding the rim. A little push down the front stretch to the 11 car. Travis Johnson trapped in behind. He gave a tap to the 98. 98 went top to bottom, sliced through traffic, goes around Bruce Jones. Jones way out wide on the slider line. Give space to Padgett right there. We're going to go back to the front because Larry Moody going after the lead. He takes it away down the backstretch on lap number 4 from Murano. Larry Moody out in front. Murano second, Hines third, Howard is 4th, Schmutz 5th. Padgett now works around Yates for 6th. Jones is 8th. Johnson 9th to work 10th. Whiteman 11th. Vinny is back in 12th. He's starting to pass his way back through the field. Rough start for him. His teammate Rundle right behind that. Then Thomason, Christopherson, Runner, and Griffin has already taken his car. Scott Griffin into the infield. Larry Moody building a substantial lead here. 0.8 of a second. He is trying to run away and hide from these guys. Best battle is right in here. Paget's got 5th, 6th, and 7th, and 8th is what is under fire right now. Jones has the spot in 6th. Schmutz keeps trying to take it away, and DeWert is right there just waiting for an opening, and that might be the opening that Schmutz needs because Jones got that car way sideways. I think Schmutz played good guy in that deal and gave him a lot of room to save it instead of turning him around, because I think pretty easily he could have tapped that right rear corner and spun the 17 out in front of traffic. Jones trying to make a bid to go after Paget. Coming around to complete 9 laps. Moody out front. Took the lead on lap number 4, and he took almost a 1-second lead. Almost contact there. Paget going at it, and Paget shut the door pretty hard on DeWert, getting into 1. Devin Hauer under fire from Bruce Jones. Jones carving his way through the field right now. Using the bottom and middle slider line this time. Does he have the run off the exit? Looks like he will. Move Bruce Jones to 4th. Moody still out in front. 3/4 of a second now. The gap starting to close a little bit. Morano, Hines, 2 and 3 evenly gapped. Jones now has cleared everybody behind him, and he's starting to reel in. Ryan Hines, this battle still going on. Howard, Paget, DeWert, Schmutz, and now Travis Johnson into the mix. Here comes Shane Yates behind Johnson. That's your top 10 right now. Rundle, Whiteman, Thomason, Christopherson, Brenner, and Vinny. Adam Vinny must have damage on that 11 car. He was falling all the way to the back of the line. I don't think any of these battles are over right now. Moody still 0.8 of a second out in front. Lap 14 now in the books. Get closer and closer to the fence, and the guys at the bottom are trying to get closer and closer to that berm down there. Good dark strip of wet dirt down there, and there's a good one up at the top right now. Travis Johnson to the inside of Paget. Paget's got the run on the high side of 2. Johnson back to the inside on the entry to 3 and 4, and he'll slide out to the middle. Paget went all the way up to the fluff. Bigger run than Johnson, and he'll take the spot back away. DeWert and Howard starting to get after one another. A couple of teammates right here. Howard's 5th, DeWert is 6th. We'll get that sorted out, get back single file battle closer to the front, because Ryan Hines now is reeled in. Anthony Morano pulled alongside on the exit of 2, just didn't have enough momentum. Adam Vinny slow and up on the apron. He's going to head for pit road. Actually, he's not. He's just staying down there low. He must have damage on the car, and he's salvaging points. Moody now almost back out to a 2nd in front of everybody. We're creeping in on halfway. Ryan Hines right up under the right rear corner of Morano's car. Almost got into him and might have lifted him up to turn him around had he touched that push bar on the back there. Good racing going on right here. Hines and Morano, and they're letting Jones creep in on him. He's got it down to 0.4 of a second. Bruce Jones. Hard charger right now, 8 positions improved. Oh, wow. Cups with lids, folks. Now save your eyeballs. Morano to the bottom. Hines to the top. Hines has the run. Now Hines has second. Took him about 10 laps to execute the pass, but he finally got it away. We've crossed under halfway. Larry Moody 1.4 seconds out in front. Ryan Hines now is second. Morano and Jones right there behind, and the battle not over for the final podium spot as Bruce Jones keeps closing in. Just doesn't have good exit speed, and he may have it this time as he ran slider line. He comes off wide. Morano hangs on to it. Devin Howard now has gotten away from Travis Johnson in 5th. Johnson got around Paget. Paget's back to 7th. DeWert is back to 8th. Yates is 9th, and Schmutz is 10th. Reed Rundle's still in 11th and closing in on Schmutz here. Josh Whiteman's right behind him. We're going to go back to 2nd, 3rd, and 4th. We'll have 15 laps to go this time around. 1.4 seconds still the gap for Larry Moody. Moody's led 20 laps. Led half this race. Can he keep that 1.4 seconds and finish this thing off? That would be very, very convincing. That old guys can still not only open the jar, but lick it as well. Hines second. Morano not done with him. Trying to keep him in reach here. And Bruce Jones trying to find any and everything he can. A late charging Devin Howard now closing in for 4th. Howard must have saved a little tire early in the run. Looks like everybody in the top 10 is starting to close back in on 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, but Moody is still just driving away. Now Jones under fire on the outside. Howard gave him a little space right there. Howard with a good run through the center of 3 and 4. He'll close back in. We'll see if he goes slider line in 1 and 2. He does not. He goes wide. Now have to do the cut down, and he can't get there. Now Howard pulls the nose alongside, fully alongside. He's going to slide up and let Bruce Jones know he's there. This time Howard through the center of 1 and 2, and he may do the clearing right here, and he's got the spot. Move Howard to 4th. Jones thought about the slider, didn't get it executed, and Howard hangs on. Now he can face forward and go after Morano. Moody's still out here, but the gap is closing now. It's down to 1 1/4 seconds, as this will make it 9 to go when we come out of turn 4. Ryan Hines starting to reel the old man in. Morano trying to hang on in front of Howard. Gap is down to under a second. Moody. Did he wear out the right rear tire? He stayed on that same line. He was over 1/10 of a second slower last lap. Now opens the gap 1/10 this time. This time around, Moody 1/10 slower on the stopwatch again, but the gap stays the same. Anthony Morano trying to hang on to 3rd. He is right on the berm, down at the bottom where the sticky stuff is. Trying to reel in Hines. Hines now. He's there. Within half a second of Moody. Moody getting into lap traffic. He's going to have to negotiate this. Perfecting Otherwise, he is going to be under fire for the last couple of laps, and they may be in traffic. That's John Brunner right in front of him. Wave lap that time, 5 to go. Moody staying married to the bottom the entirety of the run. He enters in the middle in 3 and 4 this time, and Hines is using the slider line, and he's making up time on the entry to the corner. Now Moody, bottom 1 and 2 beside Brunner. Brunner not just going to roll over. But Moody will clear, and that'll put another car between himself and Hines. We're going to be 3 to go this time by. Hines now clears Brunner. The battles for third. Morano getting swallowed up by Devin Howard late in this one. Howard trying to go 3 wide out of turn 2. Morano able to fend him off. 2 to go this time, 0.4 of a second at the front. Oh, contact! We're going under the yellow. Morano cleared. Howard gets in. Oh, Morano caught the berm, lost a lot of momentum, and Howard got into him. Morano caught the berm getting into the corner. The car got just a tiny bit more sideways, I think, than he expected. And Howard just got into the left corner. No intent, no malice behind it. I think it was just hard racing coming into the closing laps. And maybe Morano felt a little bit of pressure right there. He tried to get in a little lower on that slider line to get a launch into the corner, and he got the left front up on the berm. It unweighted the car, put everything back on the right rear, and the car just rotated pretty hard on him. He left that left rear corner sticking out there, and Devin Howard just clipped it. So Moody, Hines, Howard, Johnson, Yates, DeWert, Jones, Paget, Schmutz, Rundle, the top 10, Whiteman, Christopherson, Thomason, Morano through 14th, Brunner, Vinny, and Griffin, all multiple laps down or off track. So we're getting the 1 to go signal. We'll restart them. 2-lap shootout, and now Hines is as close as he has been since we dropped the green flag. Does Larry Moody have anything left in the 73 car? Is the right rear tire got enough in it to give him 2 laps? Can he get a good restart and put enough gap where Hines has to worry about Howard? And can Travis Johnson do anything in the closing laps here and put himself on the podium? Lot to be answered. Shane Yates is 5th, and never count Shane out. Moody on the throttle, gets a good start. Opens up about 4 or 5 car lengths. Hines is close. Here comes Travis Johnson on Devin Howard. He goes to the inside. He'll pull up alongside. Moody still out front, coming to the white. Johnson got the car a little off kilter. He's going to check things up, but he's going around Howard, and Yates is trying to come with him. Hines is right there. Now Moody trying to get off too. Hines on the outside. Moody, good run down the backstretch. He goes into 3 and 4 on the bottom. Can he hang on to the finish? Out of 4, it's going to be a drag race. Moody's going to win at Knoxville. Hines 2nd, Johnson 3rd. Yates and DeWert in behind that. Good finish. What a race right there. At the end, always hate to see a caution, but it did make things exciting. Moody, Hines, Johnson, Yates, DeWert, Jones, Paget, Howard, Rundle, Christopherson, Schmutz, Whiteman, Morano, Thomason, Brunner, Vinny, and Griffin, the official finishing order. Oh, man, that's going to be about as good as it's going to get, folks, right there. So, let's get a look. We're going to get Moody. We're going to grab Mr. Hines, and we'll get Mr. Johnson. We'll bring him right to us. Travis Johnson, you got a copy.
I gotcha.
Well, that was a pretty doggone good race, and that little shootout at the end works out in your favor, man. How was it out there tonight?
It was good. The track was really racy. Multiple grooves. Couldn't ask for a better feature. It was pretty good. I got some wheel damage. I think me and Shane got together on the front stretch. But yeah, just happy to battle my way up to third. But yeah, that late race caution, it definitely helped me out.
Yeah, your heat race was about as stacked as it can possibly get. When you start the night off like that, what does that do for your mindset, knowing that you got to race those same guys in the feature and they're all going to be right there by you?
The good thing is everybody's a good, clean driver, so it's just fun, I mean, I enjoy the competition, and I think it just makes you better.
Well, an awesome run, man. You had a pretty good night overall tonight. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you get out of here.
Yeah, I just want to thank all the admins, and thank you, Roger, for broadcasting, all the great sponsors behind this league, and Modfather Designs for the wrap, and I want to give a shout-out to Larry. He had a good run tonight. Wish I could have got up there and battled with him, but glad to see him pick up a win.
All right, man. Congrats on a great night. We'll look forward to seeing you back next week, sir.
All right, thank you.
Travis Johnson finishing in third here in the big blocks. Let's talk to Mr. Hines. Ryan Hines, you got a copy?
Yes, sir.
Well, another great run out of the 25, man. You got up there and battled the old man, and that late race restart looked like you got enough gap just to have enough room to hold you off at the end.
Yeah, I started on that slider line, and I got a little bit closer to him each lap, and I didn't really want to see that yellow because I was starting to get into a rhythm, and I could tell he was kind of coming back to me a little bit, but I'm not sure if I would have been able to pass him or not, just because the track was so wore out where I was running, but it was a lot of fun. It was a lot of fun racing with Larry. I saw Travis made it up to third there, so didn't really want to see that yellow because, like I said, I was getting into my rhythm, but that was a ton of fun. Had a blast.
Well, a lot of battles from the drop of the green flag all the way until we get down to the checkers, man. And does that make it a little more nerve-wracking or a lot more fun for the evening?
I would say a lot more fun for me personally.
All right, man. Well, give me some shout-outs and thank yous. We'll let you celebrate a hard-earned second-place finish tonight.
Sounds good. Appreciate you guys putting on this league and giving us a place to race each week, and appreciate my teammate Travis for helping me get faster and giving me a setup for tonight.
All right, man. Congrats on a great night. We'll look forward to seeing you back here next week.
Thanks, Roger. I'll see y'all next week.
That is Ryan Hines finishing second. And he opens the jar, he uses all the mustard out of it, and then figures out he can still lick the jar. Somehow the old man comes home with a win tonight at Knoxville. Larry Modi, we're going to have to drag that car through tech and take apart every single piece.
That's 5 years in the making right there, buddy. 5 years in the making. That was awesome.
Well, you've had plenty of struggles to start things off at the end of last season, if we just kind of carry that off. But tonight, Knoxville, and picking up a win, pretty special.
These big blocks have just kind of fit my style for whatever reason, and I hadn't had the results to show for it, except the last few weeks has really kind of been doing really well. So I couldn't be more happy. I was thrilled, man. It's awesome.
You got a lot of gap there for a while. The caution came out, and it looked like they were starting to reel you in right before that happened. Were you worried about the right rear going away?
Absolutely. I did not want to see that caution. I saw that I had a gap, about a second and a half, and then it was down to about a half a second. That's when I started to worry a bit, and then that caution came out, and nothing usually happens good when a caution comes out at lap 38. But worked out tonight. Man, I'm thrilled.
Well, awesome run, man. Give me some shout-outs, some thank yous, and we'll let you go celebrate a big win.
I want to thank Scott Thomason Racing, all the guys over there, Josh, Chad, Scott, Bruce, all those guys, man. They've been a great help for me, and I appreciate it. Josh's Whiteman's skins the paints are great. If you're not using them, you should. And just all those guys have been a big help so I could get to where I'm at today. So I appreciate it.
All right, man. Well, congrats on the win, and I will look forward to talking to you again here real soon.
All right, Roger. Thank you, man. Appreciate it. Appreciate DSRL and all the sponsors for that.
Larry Moody picking up the win tonight in Knoxville. I know he's got a lot of guys to go talk to because a lot of guys want to congratulate him. Been a long time coming that he could pick up a win here at DSRL and in the big box. Let's see. Will our results pop up so we can show you the results? They sure will. Moody, Hines, and Johnson. Yates was fourth. DeWert, Jones, Paget, Howard, Rundle, Christopherson, Schmutz, Whiteman, Morano, Thomason, Brunner, Vinny, and Griffin make it official. Awesome run tonight for everybody. That was a fantastic race. Appreciate you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Make sure you tune in tomorrow night and Thursday for the rest of our week. ERA on Tuesday and the StreamYardMarket.com Mighty Midgets on Thursday night. That is going to do it for us here tonight. I am glad our overlay started working again. I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing that they had to work in the second race and not the first. I don't know what was going on there, but I think we got it figured out. So thanks for suffering through all that with us. Without you guys, there's no reason for us to do this without all the great leagues. Putting on awesome racing like you witnessed right here tonight. There is nothing for us to cover, so everybody gets a big thank you there. Till we see you guys the next time. Peace and love to everybody. Absolutely keep it dirty.